Well, we knew in our hands full. I mean, Chicago has been playing really, really well. They've been on quite a tear lately, and they brought it to us. I mean, especially early, we were under the gun, but I think we sort of weathered that initial pressure from them and got a little bit more into our game plan. And we're fortunate to score two really nice goals and have a great defensive team effort.
Thanks, Becky. We're going to go to Julia Poe.
Hey, Becky, congratulations on the win, and thanks so much for the time. You mentioned the defensive effort. What do you think was the key to being able to hold that down tonight? Because there were periods where Chicago was just, coming at the Pride box. What do you think was able to keep the team together through that?
Well, I think that we had some really, really great block shots, some good ability to clear the ball defensively in the air. I mean, I thought Sid LaRue came up huge in that for us. I don't know. I think it's just a mentality of everyone doing it for each other. I mean, Ashland's save, she had two really big saves that were game changers. It's just like everybody is kind of doing it in their own way.
Go to Dan Lauletta.
Hey, Becky, have you ever met Marta before she got back from the Olympics? And how did it come about that, fresh off of playing from Japan at her age, that she played 90 minutes or almost the whole game?
No, I had definitely not met her. Obviously admired her from afar, but had not met her. We met before training on Friday and spent a little time together. And then she trained with us Friday, obviously traveled with us here. And everybody had told me this, but they're like, she's going to want to play. Because I kept saying, are we really going to expect her to come in and play like off of that long haul? And they're like, she's going to want to play. She's going to want to play. And there was no doubt in her mind. She said, let me see how I train and how I feel on Friday. And after Friday, she felt good. So she played.
We'll go to Mike Gramajo.
Hey, Becky, that's a pretty cool story, by the way. I don't know if you can kind of talk about the impact the subs had. We saw Phoebe bringing that defensive edge. Taylor obviously was really gritting that midfield, and Erica with the offensive effort that obviously opened up Sid for that second goal. I mean, how big were those second half subs to kind of secure the victory for the team today?
Oh, huge. I think we were asking a lot of Allie Riley too, with her return to play. And, both her and Marta to make that trip, to have played the games that they played, and then to come in and want to play, I think just says a lot about them as people. But then, for Erica and Taylor and Phoebe to come in and make such a big difference, I knew we had depth, because this week was super hard for me to even pick a travel squad, let alone a starting 11. And I think the more we can utilize our depth, the better we're going to be.
Go back to Julia Poe.
Becky, it seemed like a little bit of a tough second half for Taylor, just in terms of, dealing with some of those tackles. She got that yellow, obviously. How do you kind of coach a player, especially a rookie like that, coming out of a game like this? And how do you want to see her build on that performance?
Well, I think with Taylor, we're asking her to do something she hasn't been asked to do yet this season. And so there will be a learning curve with that. But I think she's such a weapon for us on defensive set pieces and offensive set pieces. And, we want to make her a multi-dimensional player. And the only way that's going to happen is for her to get reps in playing the way that we're trying to play. And I definitely think there was a few question marks in terms of shape and decision-making, but I think we'll be able to analyze that video and really give her some good feedback.
And we'll go back to Dan Lauletta for a final one.
Thanks. When you took the job, you said that it was nice to be able to have the team do a mid-season reset. I don't think that's the word you used, but how much easier will that become now that there's a win under the belt and the team won't be carrying this kind of lengthy, unbeaten or winless run, over multiple coaches?
Well, I think it was Lloyd who said today before the game, hey, get 3 points here and we're back in third place. And I think this team is really motivated to win. I can't explain the non-win streak before we got here, but I think that it's not from lack of motivation. And I think our players are really bought into having high standards and to getting the Pride to where we feel like we need to be, which is really competing for getting into the postseason and seeing how far we can take that.